kailangan po ba talaga according to the Mutual Defense Treaty, kailangan po doang magkaroon ng actual armed attack sa isang public vessel po ng Pilipinas?
Opo, tama po yan. Unang-una po, this is the first such collision na nangyari or banggaan between a Philippine vessel and a Chinese vessel dyan sa Ayungin Shoal in support of our RORE operations. No? Ngunit, yun po kasi nakalagay sa Mutual Defense Treaty of the Philippines and the United States is that we can invoke that treaty, no, if and only if an armed attack is done on a Philippine public vessel. So, doon po sa pinakahuling defense guidelines na inilabas ng US and the US and the Philippines nung bumisita si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa Estados Unidos, ay naging maliwanag po doon na pag sinabing public vessel, this includes the Coast Guard, the BFAR, and other government vessels who are flying the ocean. So, maganda po yung development na yun, no? But in this case, ay wala naman pong armed attack sa ating mga tropa, ay hindi po natin pwedeng gamitin or invoke yung Mutual Defense Treaty.
Oo. So, Yusek, paano po yun? No? Tayo po ay, aside from giving a diplomatic protest, pinatawag na rin po natin yung ambassador at sinabi po na wala yung ambassador, so ang pinadala po yung deputy. And according to Tessie Daza, she already said that parang this incident puts into serious doubt the sincerity of the Chinese in upholding the understanding between President Marcos and Chinese President Xi Jinping. Having said that, and the ambassador did not go, what is the next step po?
Well, unang-una po, kaya po hindi pumunta yung Chinese ambassador is because wala siya in the country. He was out of the country. Kaya ang pinadala po nila is yung Deputy Chief of Mission. Baka po kasi sabihin ng iba, inis na naman ng Chinese ambassador. Hindi po, no? Wala lang siya, kaya hindi siya makapunta. Pangalawa po, it's true that, this does not in any way strengthen the bilateral relations of the Philippines and China. Pero sa tingin ko po, we should take a long view here. Ang ibig pong sabihin ng long view, we should also consider na we have robust economic relationships with China. Na China po is our number one trading partner.
Yeah.
And at this time na at this time na there is a possible global recession and economic downturn, tumataas ang mga presyo ng mga bilihin and mas nagkakagulo yung mundo because of the Ukraine, Gaza, the war with Hamas in Israel and many other flashpoints across the world. Sa tingin ko po, kailangan maging mahinahon tayo and, think about our possible courses of action very patiently, no? And with much thought para po, tama po yung maging direksyon na itatahakin ng ating bansa.
Okay. Bothers me also is the video footages that were also released, no? Siyempre, merong he said, she said. May version tayo, may version sila. And tayo, siyempre, naninindigan tayo. Hindi natin photoshop yan, hindi natin video shoot. Pero pag dumating po yung panahon po na yun po ay ibibigay po bilang pruweba, can we 100% categorically say talaga na wala talaga tayong kasalanan? Or depende po yun sa point of view ng camera po? Ano po yung ating kumbaga saan po tayo humuhugot ng kumpiyansa na talaga sila po ay nag-udyok sa atin at tayo po ay tinamaan?
Yeah, buti lang tanong mo yan, Ma'am Ali, no? Kasi tama ka, there is a he said, she said scenario here at meron din sila mga videos na pinalabas na utilizing their angle ay parang tayo nga may kasalanan. Pero ang maganda po ngayon dito nandun si Sandra Aguinaldo ng ABS-CBN ay ng GMA, nandun si Cara Dava, no? Ng ABS-CBN, nandun yung TV5. Madami pong reporters who were there.
Okay, oo.
Na may sarili po silang footage.
Oo.
Sila mismo nandun nung bumangga, no?
Oo.
So meron po tayong mga witnesses na who are not part of government kasi sasabihin ng China, ay, propaganda ng Pilipinas yan.
Yeah.
No? But in this case, we have independent media journalists na who saw these incidents themselves. And in the past, nagpapasakay pa po tayo ng Reuters, Associated Press, CNN International. So, alam na po ng mundo ngayon kung sino talaga yun may kasalanan. And it is perfectly clear to the entire world based on the videos and photos that government released and supported by the reports coming from independent media, na it was the dangerous maneuvers and illegal blocking of Chinese vessels that caused the collision in
Yusek,
Ayungin Shoal
okay.
last Sunday.
Yeah, this is Pat P, no? I'll just follow up the question lang. Having said that po, is it now protocol na every time po aalis po ang Philippine Coast Guard o magre-resupply, may media na pong kasama? Kasi it seems like it's only when media is present on board na they're able to hold back, na hindi po nagkakaroon ng matinding enkwentro, which happened also last time.
Yes, I think that will be the policy moving forward.
Okay.
Mula po nung naupo si National Security Advisor Ed Año as the National Task Force West Philippine Sea Chairman, ipinag-utos na po yung tinatawag na measured transparency policy.
Ayan.
So, we invite members of the media, kasama po kayo kung gusto niyong sumama doon.
Oo, I want to.
Na mag-document kayo para hindi lang mag-rely ang publiko sa amin, sa gobyerno. Mag-rely din sa sarili ninyo. You can now be witnesses to and witnesses to the aggressive actions, the illegal and provocative actions of China para magtulungan po tayo lahat to dispel the Chinese narrative, no? Itong tinatawag na script coming from Beijing na unfortunately may mga kababayan tayo na pinapaniwalaan at inuulit, no? So meron din po kailangan counter na manggagaling sa ating bansa.